both trust and dialogue are pretty essential components of leadership. I mean, I've learned so much about that at Aspen, and they're intersecting. How can you have dialogues and really understand people, their motivations? What is the world they want to see without building trust and rapport with each other? So I think about them as not being one or the other, but really what is the interaction of both and the right mix of both to get the kind of collaboration, shared wisdom, and multiple sets of people working towards the same goal. Hi, I'm Joanna Smith-Ramani, and I'm the co-executive director of the Financial Security Program at Aspen Institute. And I'm here today to talk about leadership. In my life, I've been lucky to really hone in on a handful of lessons that have helped guide my leadership, helped me guide other people in mentoring, and continue to direct kind of who do I learn from and be around. And it's exciting that I get to share them today. The first lesson that I learned kind of early on in my career is that leadership isn't a singular person. Early in my career, well, I kind of think of my career as being when I was younger and I was volunteering, but I guess my formal career when I got out of college, I was an AmeriCorps Vista member for 2 years, so I did service in rural Minnesota. We were building houses for families who didn't have affordable, stable places to live. And there wasn't one leader guiding the house process or one leader raising the fundraising or getting the community support. It was a real shared sense of leadership and ownership. What that brought was so many different perspectives into it, so much different expertise and strengths. It probably did take longer, but it was a much more full and kind of realized way to have impact in the community. So even now in my current role, I'm a co-executive director. We designed it, my co-director and I, so that we share the burden, we share the joy, we share the responsibility. I sit on different task force and boards where I co-lead them. We even have a community advisory group for our team that is leaders from community that really help us strategically advise. They're co-leaders with us in the work that we do. But that was such an important lesson for me early on that, one, you really don't have to do it alone. That's a huge burden and responsibility. And two, you're actually worse off if you do. Another lesson that I'll have to admit I didn't struggle with, but I really have gotten better at over my career is that leaders that I really look up to, they pause, right? They don't plow through a problem. They don't stridently race through to the end with their own perspective. They pause to be curious. They pause to get other perspectives. They pause to let their brain rest, because sometimes when you're in the midst of it, you can't solve it. But when you're up early the next morning running, you can. And they pause really because even though everything feels so urgent, we still want to do it right. And we still want to make sure that we are being thoughtful and methodical about the other people who need to be part of the process. Another lesson I learned that I think it's both how I landed at Aspen and part of what Aspen has given me is that who you are is so important to how you show up as a leader, and understanding what your values are, the priority order of them, that other people have different ones, but that if you don't come as your whole self. I'm a middle-aged lady who loves wearing heart earrings, pink clothing. I watch a lot of Bravo TV, but my deepest passion is to make sure that all children in this country have what my children have. And if I wasn't bringing all those pieces and loving that and everyone around me, I wouldn't be able to have the impact that I have in the world.